The 20th annual Christmas open house is in Carthage, Illinois next Thursday. There's a lot of activities going on. Joining me today is Amy Graham, and one of those activities is building a gingerbread house. It kind of brings us back to our childhood.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. This is the first year that we've had the gingerbread house competition. And of course, this morning we're using graham crackers.
Are they Amy graham crackers?
Oh, very funny, very funny. Thank you very much for that. That made my morning.
Yeah. She hasn't heard that one before.
I'm sure that's brand new.
No, but we're very excited to offer this little competition, friendly competition in Carthage, where we're encouraging people to be very creative. You have a traditional gingerbread house, but
Sure.
you can design your gingerbread house after a Hancock County building.
Ooh,
You're
that gets
clever.
creative too.
Your own place of business,
Okay.
or a traditional house like you might see.
Yes.
So we're just hoping that we'll get a lot of entries and enjoy the day and festivities for the evening of December 5th.
Well, I mean, okay, we're going to talk and build at the same time. This is a little friendly competition between us here. So
Friendly.
these gingerbread houses, I mean, how do they kind of get involved? Do they have to sign up for it? Do they just bring it that evening? How does that work?
There is a registration form for the gingerbread
Okay.
house, and it's online as well as in several places of business around the square in Carthage. But we're just encouraging people to be creative, bring their gingerbreads to the former Twaddle Furniture Building for
Okay.
display on the evening of December 5th, and then the judging will take place at that time.
Okay, I'm interested that you brought up the idea that there could be some historic buildings. That's impressive.
Yes.
I mean, to be able to create that out of gingerbread, or, I mean, crackers, I guess, if they wanted to get really creative.
Well, we are encouraging folks to use all edible items, of course, like you see here, different kinds of candy and that sort of thing. But we have found that it can be very challenging, especially for children who might be in the creative process, to make their gingerbread and then use the cement frosting that is traditionally used for a gingerbread house.
Yes.
We are bending the rules a little bit, and if they need to use a little non-edible glue, that's fine.
Sure,
That's
sure,
fine.
because really,
Just
no
don't eat
one's
the
really
glue.
going to eat these. I mean,
Well,
No,
I don't know about that.
We might
Kristen's
this
going to.
morning. We might this morning, but
Okay.
So it is going to be just one of the many activities that we're offering for the evening of our 20th annual
20
Christmas.
years you guys
Yes.
have been doing this. Well, there's a lot
Hard to-
more going on besides the gingerbread
My house is fun.
You don't even
contest.
have a
I know,
base
mine's
yet.
not. I'm
This is my
talking
base.
and working
Look
at the
at
same
you
time.
go.
I
Is
have
not.
a house. My house is already built.
Look at her. See, she's been doing this for a long time.
Wow.
So Amy's going to come back and she's going to talk about some more activities that you can see there next Thursday, December 5th, there in Carthage, Illinois, for their 20th annual Christmas open house. Okay, we're going to continue to work on these, Amy, and I guess you can judge.
Ooh,
when we're
yeah,
done?
Amy,
How's that?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I shouldn't have made the
Well, the 20th annual City of Christmas or Christmas Open House is in Carthage, Illinois next Thursday, December 5th. If you missed it, we had a friendly gingerbread house competition here on the morning show. These are the results of our competition, but people can really make a gingerbread house for a contest that you guys are having in Carthage for the open house.
Yes, that's correct. We do want the traditional gingerbread to be used.
Not graham crackers.
We used the graham crackers this morning for our little contest, but we are encouraging folks to think of a structure that might be traditional or non-traditional. We do have an entry that we know of that's going to be fashioned after one of our Hancock County buildings. Which one?
Impressive.
We don't know. So we're looking forward to that, and we're encouraging all of our local residents and visitors to enter our gingerbread house competition. They will be on display the evening of December 5th in the
Okay.
former Twaddle Furniture Building, and judging will take place that evening.
Okay, and this is any age can do this.
Yes, yes. I mean, it's a wonderful activity for a family and to get kids involved. So
Yes, and
we are encouraging all ages to be part of our competition.
Okay, and the gingerbread competition is just one little piece of the entire open house. What else
This
can
is
people
true.
come and see?
Yes, the 20th annual Christmas Open House in Carthage will feature a lot of wonderful, magical events. You know, we are the home of one of the most beautiful courthouses in Illinois, if not the nation. And so that square is turned into a magical place that evening. All of our retailers will have special deals and yummy, yummy treats that they hand out.
Okay.
And we invite several people to partake in those wonderful retail businesses. We also will be having 2 miniature train displays, one in the former Hotel Carthage and another at the Kibbe Hancock Heritage Museum. So that will be of great enjoyment
Oh,
to
yes.
many,
I
many
mean,
people.
kids and
Again,
adults alike love trains.
of all ages, that's true. We also have carriage rides and hay rack rides available that evening that will take our visitors and guests around the square as well as from the historic square
Okay.
to the Kibbe Museum, which is something that we've also added new this year so that we can encourage our visitors to go from the square to the Kibbe Hancock Heritage Museum and back to the square. Because at the museum, not only is there a miniature train display, but we have one of our local residents dressed as Mary Todd Lincoln for the evening.
Wonderful.
And she will be in period dress, and she will be portraying Mary Lincoln and be giving 3 presentations, 5, 6, and 7 p.m. on Christmas Day at the White House.
Wonderful.
During Lincoln's time.
That'll be neat. So get a little history along with a Christmas
Yes.
celebration. Now, before we go, I do have to ask, is Santa going to be there?
Oh, you bet.
Okay.
Santa, that's the highlight of the evening. Santa rolls in on our local fire department's fire engine.
Okay.
And he does a turn around the square, and then he finds himself seated at City Hall, where he greets all of the children that evening, and they can tell him what they'd like for Christmas.
Wonderful. Well, don't miss it. It's the Christmas Open House in Carthage, Illinois, next Thursday, December 5th.